What is going on, Hive Warriors? So this video today is going to be on how to keep burning fat fast. So a lot of people learn how to burn fat fast or have spurts of burning fat fast, but then there's this slowdown effect or a plateau effect, which could be caused by water retention, metabolic adaptation, where you may need to lower your calories to some degree. But let's go ahead and talk about how you can keep it going fast and keep it on this real smooth trajectory. Without any further ado, let's jump right into it. Now, before I even start talking about how to keep burning fat fast, this is contextual, right? Within context of how weight loss takes place, this is as fast as you can do it, as opposed to it just being something that's mega ultimate fast, where it's a linear line of weight loss. Weight loss will always be this kind of like line chart that goes up and down, but trends in the direction that you're working towards. So if you're trying to lose weight and you're actively trying to lose weight and you're doing what you need to do, meaning you're eating within a caloric deficit, so below your caloric maintenance level, you're exercising, you're building muscle to partition more calories. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, you will always be trending in the direction that you're supposed to be trending. But weight loss happens like this. So for example, you'll lose 200 pounds, or well, you'll be 200 pounds, you'll go down to 190, you'll go up to 194, go down to 192, go down to 188, go up to 189, go down to 170, go down to 185, and so on and so forth, right? So it'll work that way. Sometimes when it spikes up to a lot of people, they give up whatever diet they're doing because that spike up indicates to them that something is not working, because people are looking for this linear weight loss path, which just doesn't exist, unfortunately, because there's so many things that are happening, not just fat loss. So we're focusing on fat loss itself and how to lose that fast in the context of what I just explained. You're gonna go on the scale. You're gonna see moments of things spiking up, going back down, but you'll be trending in the right direction, and body fat specifically will be being lost quickly. First thing you have to do is, of course, you have to make sure that you're eating at a caloric deficit. That's number one. You have to make sure that you're at a specific calorie number that puts you at a net negative energy balance. So therefore you're not holding on to your weight or gaining more weight. That's one of the things that you definitely have to do. But I'm also going to mention something when it comes to this later on in the video. Second, you have to be doing some sort of cardio. And the reason is because this will help you continue to lose weight. This also allows you to eat a little bit more because you're adding more of a caloric deficit simply from burning calories. There's also the epoch effect. After a good, intense cardio workout session, around 30 minutes or so, it takes the body a good amount of time to bring you back to rest, sometimes up to 38 hours. So during that time, your body's burning more calories than it normally would, just to try to get you back to rest. This also helps you in the long run. And another thing I would say is resistance training as well, because building muscle, all of that stuff is going to help you actually partition your calories. So you're starving the fat and you're feeding the muscle. Remember, calories have to come in to power your body. If you have more lean mass on you, calories have to power that lean mass. And because you've built muscle, your calories, instead of just storing itself when it decides there's nothing else to give energy to, there's more in your body for your body to partition those calories before it starts storing the rest of it. So that's going to help starve your fat internally. That's internally helping you starve your body fat. So that's an important thing that you can do when you're trying to keep losing weight in a linear fashion. But Another thing you're going to have to be doing is checking your total daily energy expenditure on a consistent level. Every 2 weeks, I would recommend checking your weight and applying it to a new TDEE calculator to see where you need to move your calories. So now we've returned to the calorie conversation because this is important. If you don't shift your calories ever so slightly, you may end up in a position where you're not losing weight because you've reached the weight loss limit of the amount of calories that you're eating, and now you're at maintenance because your weight has gone down. You need to be plugging in your weight every 2 weeks or so. Now, granted, you don't need to do this in general if you just want to lose weight. This is specifically in the context of keeping your fat loss moving as quickly as possible. And the best way to do this is to also be slightly shifting your calories every 2 weeks based on the new total daily energy expenditure calculator results based on your new weight versus your old weight. So that's something that you could take a look at. You could do it every 2 weeks or every month or so, depending. But if you're hitting a plateau, if you're seeing something, you feel a little bit stuck, which for the majority of the time, plateaus can be water retention or what have you. But if you feel that this is a long plateau, because usually water fluctuation happens very quickly over the course of a day or 2 or 3, if you're seeing this like weight just being held on, go ahead and plug that into a total daily energy expenditure calculator and check to see what your new calorie intake numbers are. That's going to help you a lot. And simply maintain all of the other elements, your cardio workout and your resistance training, and slightly shifting your calories using TDEE every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks or every month. And this should keep your fat loss in a very good, fast pace. But remember, the best way to test fat reduction is with your clothes, taking pictures, videos, checking your belt, your notches on your belt. Those are the best ways to know if fat is being reduced, because the scale will be heavily misleading you because of all of the different dynamics, glycogen, water retention, food intake, all these different things that can cause a shift on the scale in an upwards direction or a downwards direction. So it's going to be very confusing if you just use the scale as the barometer for how much fat is actually being lost. Hopefully this video has helped you guys, and of course, as always, we'll see you tomorrow. This is Fledge Fitness. Peace out, guys.